So, sovereign as created must have absolute power or sovereignty over the actions of the governed and the men by their own act have lost not only the power but even the right to question or resist as it was provided by Hobbes in his social contract. Hobbes defines sovereign in his own words that by this authority given him by every particular man in the commonwealth, he has the use of such power and strength conferred on him that by terror thereof he is unable to far from the wills of them all to peace at home and mutual aid against their enemies abroad. And in him consists the essence of commonwealth, which is one person, of whose acts a multitude by mutual covenants, one with another, have met themselves, every one the author, or to the end he may use the strength and means of them all as he shall think expedient for their peace and common defense. As further says about his sovereignty that every order of the ruler, however contrary to the law of God and nature, must be accepted simply because it is his order as perfectly lawful and just. So it can be concluded from the statements of Hobbes regarding his sovereignty in his Leviathan that subjects have no right to resist or interfere with the orders of the sovereign. He, the sovereign, possesses unlimited power and unfettered discretions. So we found those attributes of attached to his sovereignty. So Hobbes created a legal sovereign, and the attributes of his legal sovereign is that the sovereign is the source of all positive law and the sole lawmaking authority. The sovereign has unlimited power and unfettered discretion. Subjects have no right to resist. So, to threaten or to punish or to dispose him. And whatever the sovereign does, it will not injure any of his subjects, nor he ought to be accused of injustice. For he that does anything by authority from another does therein no injury to him by whose authority he acts. It is true that those having sovereign power, many may commit iniquity, but not injustice or injury in the proper significance. So also the sovereign has the right of creating judicature. The sovereign has the power to declare war, and the sovereign is the source of justice. Sovereign is indivisible, inseparable, and incommunicable. So, according to Hobbes, the specific functions through which the supreme end, namely peace and escape from the evils of state of nature, is attained, includes that no freedom of speech and expression would be permitted without a strict supervision by the supreme authority. The sovereign has unrestricted power over property, to which Hobbes describes to the sovereign the whole power of prescribing the rules whereby every man may know what good he may enjoy and what actions he may do without being molested by any of his fellow subjects. And this is it men call as property. So Hobbes again expressed that the sovereign has the right of determining all controversies between subjects. Hobbes describes the right of judicature to the sovereign. He holds, for without the decision of controversies, there is no protection of one subject against the injuries of another, and to every man remains the right of protecting himself by this private strength, which is the condition of war and contrary to the end for which every commonwealth is instituted out of a social contract. And so also, as according to Hobbes, the sovereign is vested with the sole power of declaring war and making peace. He has the absolute control of the resources of the subjects in carrying out the policy chosen. Hobbes says the sovereign has the right of making war and peace with other nations and commonwealths, that is to say, of judging when it is for the public good and how great forces are to be assembled, armed, and paid for the end, and to levy money upon the subjects to the expenses thereof. So also, according to Hobbes, the sovereign is the sole source of official authority in councillors and magistrates of honors, wealth, and privileges conferred for service to the state, and the gradation of dignity, the gradation of dignity among the recipients of such rewards. So Hobbes holds that only the sovereign has the authority to make law binding in all subjects. Laws regulate the behavior of the individuals. They must be obeyed by all. They are the formal commands of sovereign, but the sovereign himself is not subject to those commands or laws. Hobbes goes to the extent of saying that laws be enforced by coercion if necessary. So, as the abject sequence between certain courses of action and their natural consequences, which was natural law, the prudential percepts founded upon such abject sequences, the percepts, however, which are purely conditional upon the end, which at any moment the agent may act before him. A command of conscience binding the great whatever may be his personal inclination to be what he recognizes as the law of duty. So, as we found that Hobbes goes to the extent of saying that laws of the sovereign are as commands be enforced by coercion if necessary. So now we'll look at the very criticism of Hobbes' political theory. As Hobbes declares man as selfish, solitary, and quarrelsome, he protests only the badness in man, and he does not say anything of the other aspects of human nature. So also, as we found, Hobbes is the opinion that man obeys the command of the sovereign because the sovereign possesses the power to use force against those who disobey him. So he has green express and that he does not agree with this view. He holds that individuals obey the sovereign not due to fear, but it is natural for man to obey. So also, Hobbes has been criticized as a champion of full-fledged absolutism. According to Professor Murray, Hobbes' biographer could only find a solitary supporter, while his assailants were countless. Hobbesianism, in fact, stood for atheism, materialism, despotism, or for many such other isms that the fancy of the ages had suggested. His Leviathan is condemned as a rebel's scrapson and also as the meanest of all ethical theories. And Professor Hagen says Hobbes, with all his genuine, contributed nothing to the theory of the state. As a state in the development of political philosophy, Leviathan is worth nothing. He further says, so far as the vital development of political thought is concerned, Leviathan has remained and deserves to remain without influence, without fruit. Fantastic hybrid. Hobbes, according to some other critics, was a firm supporter of absolutism because he had wholehearted sympathy with the Stuart King of England. So Professor Sabine expressed that Hobbes' principles were at least contrary to the pretensions of Stuart, whom he meant to support, as to those of revolutionaries whom he meant to refuse, and more contrary to both than either royalist or parliamentarian was to the other. The friends of King might well feel that Hobbes' friendship was dangerous as Cromwell's enmity. Also, Rousseau criticizes every aspect of the Hobbesian theory. He maintains that Hobbes' theory is both self contradictory and revolting. It provides no basis for civil society. Hobbes' ideas are not fruitful. They led to tyranny and stagnation. So Rousseau in his words says that the man who renounces his freedom renounces manhood. The rights which belong to him as man make him vary his duties. Such a renunciation is inconsistent with man's nature. To strive his will of all freedom is to strive his actions of all moral character. Rusha further holds that society called together by the contract is no society at all. All life is gathered in one man at the head of it. The rest of the body is a dead weight, a mere unprofitable man. So, these are the criticisms against Hobbes' sovereign as he created in his work Leviathan, and the very word, the work Leviathan, the book that wrote by Thomas Hobbes, is itself in English means the moon star. So we have completed our lecture on Hobbes' theory of sovereignty.